So I'm Beck from Sweet Peaches.
She is Beck from Sweet Peaches, and she is doing awesome stuff.
Yeah, so today at Food Revolution Day, we have zucchini carpaccio. It's really, really simple. That means carpaccio is a really thinly sliced piece of meat typically, but we're doing vegetarian style, so thin sliced zucchini raw. We have a little salt and pepper, little lemon vinaigrette on there, and then fresh ricotta. So I'm making ricotta now.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
It was very, very good.
Thanks,
it was
yeah.
light and rockin' and funky because of the cheese, right? Like a little funk on the back end.
It's like a taste of summer.
It is.
That's what you need on a sunny day like this.
And we are super excited because you're in our hood.
Yeah, that's right. I'm about 2 blocks down the road from you.
Yeah, and you primarily do a lot of corporate catering, right?
Yep.
But you're also going to have a front-facing little thingy majigger for us to come and get coffee and stuff, right?
Absolutely. So June 5th, I'm opening up for retail Thursday through Sunday, 8
right on
a.m.
East
till
Warrington
3.
Avenue, right in the heart of Allentown.
Absolutely. Couldn't be prouder to be on the south side of Pittsburgh, like that south side of the river.
And it's primarily, like, what kind of food are you going to be serving us?
So just really simple, fresh ingredients, things done really light, really refreshing. Like that's what I'm going for. So things that you're familiar with, food that you're familiar with, things, nothing crazy. Not doing any kind of like strawberry ketchup or anything like that. Nothing freeze dried.
Well, I don't know if you've met Buzzy yet, but Buzzy and I are so like overwhelmed with the idea that you're going to be like first in to offer this kind of fare in sort of all the hilltop neighborhoods. Like there's nobody up there that's going to be doing what you're doing. And that's super important to the community because you're in.
Yeah,
you're our best choice.
I'm excited. Well, I'm excited to be a part of the community. I'm excited to bring a fresh take. A lot of the restaurants that are existing have been there for a long time, or
and they're good too. But they do a thing.
Right. There's a lot of the takeout style, the pizza, and like the heavy Chinese food. And after a while, you get tired of that kind of thing.
You die from it after a while. It's not even you get tired of it. Like you literally just.
Well, hey, let's be clear. I cook with a lot of butter and cream. Like that. Those are real foods. That's real stuff. But it's good.
Yeah, and butter doesn't kill you. That's a myth.
Everything in moderation. That's how we work.
Except, well, it's a family-friendly podcast. I won't go there. So you'll have a little front-facing cafe.
Yeah.
You have this awesome catering business. If a busy mom or busy co-working space owner needs to pick up a quart of homemade soup, I'll be able to swoop in and get like some soup to take home to my girlfriend.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll have some soups to go. We'll have, chicken salad. You'll be ready to go. On the weekends, we'll do some specials. If I know you, if those of you out there are listening that you know me personally, you come in, it'll be chef's choice, but I'll cook for you, legit. Which is really fun. But, I want to keep it fun and keep it simple and keep it friendly to the neighborhood.
Yeah. So why Allentown?
Well, I joke about it that Allentown kind of chose me. I've been looking for a place. I live in Garfield in the East End, and I've been looking for a place around here for a while. And just everything kept creeping up in price and was cost prohibitive. That became a challenge for somebody who doesn't have a huge fund but has a huge heart and has a big dream.
Yeah.
And Allentown picked me because the space was open and it was available. And to be really honest, it's on the right side of the river for what I do. So I have access to, because of the highways, access to downtown, to Oakland, to Shadyside, to, all of the East End, really. And then also I'm close to South Side. And then, you have Green Tree and Robinson are within 20 minutes. And that's huge for somebody that has transport stuff.
Yeah. And I don't think people realize, like, how central Allentown is. Like,
right. Well, a lot of times when I say I'm in Allentown neighborhood of Pittsburgh, or I say Allentown, people are like, that's 6 hours away. What do you mean? So it's really not. It's a little neighborhood that doesn't get the recognition for where it's at, where the locale is.
Well, let's take a minute because you're right. Like, I bet if anybody listens to this, 80% of them don't realize there's a neighborhood in Pittsburgh called Allentown.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's probably, I don't know, a couple blocks. I don't even know how big it is, to be honest with you.
I've joked about that too. I really don't know. I think it's like Friendship over here in the East End. So Friendship is really only about a mile, but every few blocks, people are like, oh, yeah, I live in Friendship, too. And then it just keeps expanding. So, I mean, I was on Liberty Avenue in Bloomfield, and someone told me it was Lawrenceville.
It's Friendship by consensus.
Yeah, so Friendship's growing in that same regard that, like, it's really just a mile stretch of Friendship Avenue and a block or two on either side. Allentown, I think, is the same way. It's mostly East Warrington Avenue, and then it's a block or two on each side.
Yeah, a hilltop here and a valley there, and you're done.
Depending on who you're talking to, they might claim a different neighborhood.
For sure. So we're in between like Mount Washington and Beltsuver, I guess would be the best way to describe it.
Yeah, Mount Washington and Beltsuver. We definitely touched, I think, Knoxville.
Yep.
We stretched to Mount Oliver. Yeah. And then, then it becomes Arlington somewhere along there, but Arlington isn't on Arlington Avenue, which is tricky.
Listen, it's Pittsburgh. You're lucky that the streets even connect.
That's right. And I'm glad for that. But a lot of them are one ways over there. Some of them don't really connect.
Yeah,
you think they should. You
gotta go in a big circle to get out of it.
It's a grid, but it doesn't go. But you can't go in a grid format.
No, you have to like do circles and stand on your head and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So this is awesome, right?
Well, the sun came out for us. Like I was really worried. It was cold. It was looking a little rainy this morning.
Yeah. So what do you take away from an event like this?
Well, a lot of business connections. People that I know that you know by proxy, from a friend of a friend, or they're doing something cool, but you haven't met yet. And being a small business owner, you get tied into your own business and your own thing, and it's hard to get out and meet because you're touching everything, you're doing everything.
Yeah.
So the Juice Up 412 guys were out, and we're going to kind of connect there. I saw my friend Chris from Zeke's Coffee. Did you see him running around with a backpack of coffee?
That is crazy. I got to get him over here just because it's ridiculous. He's like a Ghostbuster.
So I asked him, I was like, Chris, this is genius. When did you come up with this? He was like, this afternoon. I'm like, wait, this is afternoon. He was like, yeah, an hour ago.
Did you see it?
Would he be the guy that does it off of a bike as well?
Yeah, Buzzy just asked if he was on the bike too. Yeah. So Chris has a bike where he geared up, doing iced coffee and all kind of stuff.
But he wears it as a backpack.
Right. Well, now he has a backpack, and it's awesome. He has a belt. It looks like a fanny pack or like Batman utility belt with all of his little packets of everything. And then he has cups on the side. And then, like, on his sleeve is this gun, and it's like, bam, you want a coffee? Right here. It's hot.
And this is Zeke.
Right.
Zeke's Coffee, right?
Right. Chris from Zeke's Coffee, and I'll be retailing their pounds of coffee at my location.
Another thing we're super pumped about, because we are always out of coffee and hate to go down the hill.
Well, and if you want a big order, I have large format boxes. So you can say like, hey, can you hook us up with a box? It's like 2.2 liters or something like that. So I'll brew the coffee right into the box. You can take it to go and be done. Take it back to the hardware shop, back to work.
Wonderful. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you so much.
Go
it was
cook
great
more
talking
awesome
with you.
Food.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and check on my ricotta and enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, the
Take
food's
care,
great.
guys.